Okay, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to experiment number 10, and today we will start with structures part 1. Okay, in this experiment, in the first question, you have to complete the following code so that you get the output as shown over here. So you can see that 4 members have been declared in this structure, and the name of this structure is student. The 4 members are age, section, roll number, and marks. And marks is an array of 4 members in which you will store three marks, 30, 40, and 50, while the fourth member will be the null character. So what you have to do in this task, you have to complete this following code so that this output is displayed. Age 5 is displayed. You have to store 5 in age and then display it. Similarly, you have to store A in section and then display it. Then you have to store roll number 2020 EE 123 or any roll number of your choice in this member of this structure and display it. And then you have to store 3 marks or 3 scores 30, 40, and 50 in marks array, with the fourth element being the null character. And then you have to total all of these marks. इन तमाम scores को या marks को आपने add करना है, and the total marks are to be displayed at the output. So all of this is to be done using structure, and
सर
solve
आज ही
ठीक है. Okay, in question number 2, you have to modify the code in the above question so that the age, section, roll number, and total marks for student B are displayed at the output. In the first question, the information was displayed only for student A. In the second question, you have to display all the attributes defined in this structure for student B as well. So you have to display age, section, roll number, and total marks for 2 students, A and B, using structures. For student B, you can enter marks in the marks array, any marks of your choice. आप अपने चॉइस के कोई भी मार्क्स जो है वो एंटर कर सकते हैं मार्क्स वाले अरे में इन क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. Okay, in question number 3, now what you have to do in question number 3, you have to define a pointer. The name of the pointer is APTR, and it should store the address of a variable of this type, struct student. So struct student टाइप का वेरिएबल जो है वो आपने क्रिएट करना है और उसका एड्रेस जो है वो APTR के अंदर आपने स्टोर करना है. एंड देन रीडू क्वेश्चन नंबर 1. So you have to redo question number 1 using pointers. Pointer to structure of type student. ठीक है. So pointer concept is used in question number 3. Okay, in question number 4, you have to define a structure which contains two members x and y. X and y should be of float type, and the program should display the distance between 2 points P1 and P2 using the members defined in this structure point. Clear? So the formula for finding the distance can be obtained from the internet. X2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Then you have to take the whole and root. So what you have to do in this question, you have to define a structure point. The name of the structure is point, and it should contain two members x and y. You have to use these two members x and y to find the distance between 2 points P1 and P2. This is what you have to do in question number 4. So the output should look like this. The x coordinate and y coordinate of each point P1 and P2 are to be taken from the user. The user should be entering the x and y coordinates. Clear? So scanf will be used in this question. Okay, in question number 5, you have to determine the output of the following code, and res is an array of type result. It is a structure. So res will contain two members. One is the subject and the other one is the marks. Clear? So it will contain two uh, two members. So go through it and try to determine the output without using the computer. Okay, in question number 6, you have to write a C program to store the information, that is marks and subject of a student. The program should ask the user for the number of subjects to be stored and allocate memory for the number of subjects for, okay. So in this question, you have to use dynamic memory allocation concept and the concept of uh, structures to solve this question. You have to prompt the user to enter the number of subjects whose marks are to be entered. So say for example the user has entered 2, it means that the user wants to enter the marks of 2 subjects. So the first subject is programming fundamental and the marks is 100. The second subject is DSD, the marks is 120. So the information that should be displayed at the output should look like this. The name of the subject along with the marks of the subject. Name of the subject along with the marks of the subject. So you have to use the concept of structures and dynamic memory allocation to solve question number 6. So if you have any question you can ask. That's it from my side. अगर कोई question है, कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं तो आप पूछ सकते हैं.